taught the heart, the story of Nkiru and Dayo. Now imagine yourself at your wedding program, well seated, everybody ecstatic, the music playing, the drums beating, and herein walks your bride at your traditional marriage, what you call the engagement in this part of the world. And as she walks in, she suddenly collapses. And she was rushed to the hospital. People were worried. What could have happened? The texts were quickly run, and the doctor came out and announced the results. People were apprehensive. So what could have happened? What kind of thing is this? The doctor's news caught everybody off guard, including the bride. The doctor said, be of good cheer, nothing to worry about. I say congratulations to the husband, and congratulations to all of you, because the lady is pregnant. Nothing's wrong with her. People there were happy. The groom's friend were patting him on the shoulder, say congratulations, well done. Why? Because after the wedding, the next thing everybody expects is that the bride should be pregnant, and they're expecting the baby of the family. But Dayo, the husband, or the husband-to-be, was shocked beyond belief. He could not smile, he could not laugh, he could not acknowledge the greetings of his friends and family members that were around at the hospital, because everybody had been initially worried. Is it the work of the enemy? What kind of thing is this? As one day of celebration, what? People have been praying, apprehensive. Then now, the news, she's pregnant. What happened? Dayo could not be happy. Why? First, Nkiru, the bride, had always impressed upon him that she had decided to keep herself until the day of her wedding. And Dayo acknowledged that, did not argue with her. He respected that decision, he respected her opinion to keep up a decision with her. So they were at it. They never slept together. They never even kissed one another. The closest they were was to have held one another's hand. So what could have happened? Dayo, the bride, the husband, the groom, was shocked. But because they had been together for appreciable time, they have come to love and appreciate one another. So Dayo was polaxed, was shocked beyond belief, to say, what could have happened to my trusted bride? So here is the story. Watch to the end, and you'll be able to understand the mystery. So Nkiru grew up in a loving family, well appreciated by the parents and her siblings. They grew up well together. And after her youth service, both of them, they already done the introduction. So both families already agreed that they should go ahead with the wedding program. So they organized the wedding program and they had it. It was so beautiful, so glorious, everything well packaged, until this incident happened. So Dayo was seated at the groom's seat at the engagement ceremony, the drums playing. He was already seated. being acknowledged by everybody. And now it's time for the bride to walk in. The drums playing. The Yawoles were there. The bridesmaids were with her until she was about 10 meters, no, about 5 meters to the groom. She clutched her tummy. She clutched her throat. She wanted to throw up. Then her legs wobbled at the knees, and she collapsed. That's how they rushed her to the hospital. What? What? That's what everybody was saying. So the program had to be paused. Thus they went to the hospital. And that's when Dayo had the news. The announcement by the doctor was a what? But he was confused. What could he do? Should he just cancel the wedding program? Could he just declare that he never told her? He didn't know where she got the pregnancy from. He held on. He didn't tell anybody. Those people were just congratulating me, right? Both the parents and the siblings and the friends. He considered the parents on both sides that are putting so much for the success of the program. How much they have spent, book the event centers, the caterers, everything, Ashebis. So what could he do? He allowed the program to go ahead. So he did the engagement and they did the wedding. And they go home. Meanwhile, Nkiru was shocked. She was supposed to be happy, but she's like a zombie. Her smiles were never deep. As Joyce cut short, she became withdrawn. She didn't know what to tell Dayo because she didn't quite understand it herself. So Dayo was, after about 3 days, Dayo left her to herself. He was just looking at her. But he used to ask her, I'm not here to judge you. I just want to know, tell me truly what actually happened. Nkiru, tell me what happened. Who is the father of this baby you are carrying? Remember our agreement. Remember how far we have come together. Remember the love we share, the promises, the story, the dreams. Nkiru, tell me. Instead of Nkiru talking, Nkiru just put her head between her palms and start to weep. She was becoming mature because for the past 3 days, she hardly ate anything. He had to just encourage her to just drink something. Her friends that came around could not understand. But Titi, Dayo's immediate junior sister, had an idea of possibility of what could have happened. So Titi was just telling her brother, please, take it easy with her. Please, my brother, be patient with her. Nkiru is a good girl, I trust her. Please, please, please. That was she could not say anything else. On the 3rd day, Nkiru said, Dayo, with voice that is just hardly above whisper, I don't know what to tell you. I'm confused and pained beyond belief. But let me just tell you this. I've committed it all to God. I love you. But that statement may not mean anything to you now. Remember about, 4 to 5 weeks ago, when we went to Idumota in Lagos with Titi and one of your cousins. to get actually be and other things in readiness for the marriage. Remember, there was riot there, where the area boys turned the whole of Idumota upside down. Remember, we were all scattered. Remember, I came home with injuries. Remember, I could hardly talk because I was traumatized. Titi and your cousin, Tope, we were all scattered. I was abducted into a corner where one of these boys with the assistance of his colleagues assaulted me and abused my person. And later they let me go because the police came into that arena to quench the riot. With the help of our phone, Titi and Tope and I were able to converge at the Idumota cenotaph. And they saw me bruised all over. I was shaking all over with blood on my thighs. And they were just greeting me, trying to comfort me, console me. And we went to the hospital. I was treated. I was so traumatized. I could not say anything when we get home. We just said we were attacked and this happened and the materials we bought. And we forgot about it. So it is most likely that the attack of that day is responsible for this. Dayo, I am sorry. Titi was in the guest room. Titi later came out to say, brother, that's what happened. That's what happened. Dayo put his head between his hands and was literally shaking and was also in tears. What to do next is a decision they are still working at together. That is the story of the virgin that was declared pregnant at a wedding program. Because as far as Dayo was concerned, his bride was still a virgin, not knowing the unpleasant incident that happened when they were preparing for the wedding program. That is the story of life. What will you advise Dayo to do? What will you advise Nkiru to do? That is their story. That is the pain. Therefore, in counseling, they will be guided accordingly. A child is coming, and that child is innocent. A home is to be built. They have shared their love. They have shared their dreams. They had a goal or some goals they have planned together. And here we are at this stage. Please share your comments in the comment section, your own opinion, your advice for Dayo Nkiru. This matter definitely is not something you take to family meeting because of the society in which we live in. It's a matter of the hearts. If you have not subscribed to my channel, it's Inuga Reflect, please subscribe so that I can share more of stories that are there so that we can learn from digital life. Don't be very judgmental and don't be very quick to judge anybody. The answers belong to the gods. Give thumbs up. Thank you and God bless you. You're welcome, my dear.